Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth. Hail to the commanders, hail victory. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, hey. Dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know?
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, left side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
Okay, break. Alert! Alert!
They'll run here with a rookie. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Now Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one goes for 8 yards.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On first down, it's Krosky Meredith. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11.
Ready, set.
34-yard line.
Come on, set. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. Go.
To throw is Daniels. It's over the middle. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Let's go. 70s. Let's go.
Again, it's Krosky-Merritt. He'll get about 4 here, down at the 43-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Here's Daniels. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football. I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, a chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. And this will be a Giants first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Dart. And the catch made by Johnson. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing his Dart. He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Let's go now.
First down, here's Scatterboot. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. Dart going to give to Scatterboot. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing his Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
An inside run with Scatterboot. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Dart. Crossing left, catch made by Johnson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 Eagles, 60.
To throw, Dart. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It was Von Miller who shot in.
You need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Gano's kick is good. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To the air goes Daniels. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
40-yard line.
Here we go.
Daniels looking to throw. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at the 26.
Throwing now is Daniels. This will be caught at Samuel. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Back to throw again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to Malik Neighbors as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. It's good to make it 17-7.
Next to score, Giants 17, Commanders 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
switch. Bronco switch.
The drive begins with a carry by Krosky-Merritt. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. In motion right is Robinson. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun is Dart. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Neville Hewitt on the stop.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Ready? Pass to 60. Pass to 60. Go!
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing, dart, looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gano for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Evades him at the 20. He's still on his feet. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this fourth quarter. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. At home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go now. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 24 yards the gain there, another 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
19 Tiger. Ready.
Now Daniels. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want
touchdown Washington. Terry McLaurin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
Giants 24, Commanders 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
They'll stay on the ground with Scatteroo. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Tyrone Tracy, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Gano the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give up the middle, Scatteroo. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Looking to throw, Dart. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Dart going to look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Play action. Now Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jackson Dart taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys roll. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Come on.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth. Looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Here's Dart. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches.
Von Miller in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart. He'll try and do this himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready? 60 Bison.
And they take a knee. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Giants, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.